Oh, I gotta bring all the boxes over, boys. My bad. I was hoping the wife did something between things. Oof. A little sweep up from Prism. Definitely has some of that cardboard. I don't know how else to explain them. They're like crumbs. Anything that's chrome based always has like crumbs to it. Open a lot of it. Good luck to everybody in this break. So you're gonna pull this bad boy up. We'll get rolling. How's everybody doing tonight? How's everybody's Easter? I was going to say, let's go over the boxes real quick. We're going to have Mosaic Choice, 2 boxes right here. There's going to be 2 autographs, 8 cards per box. We're going to have one of my favorite boxes to come out. It's not necessarily great. I think it's great for breaks because you can get players from kind of like random teams that are older. I don't think it's great to like individually open a box if you're looking for like return on investment. Like some cards you hit are going to be nasty, but for the most part, you're going to get guys in like random jerseys, and if you don't get like one of the one-on-ones, it's not the best. That's just me being honest. I think it's great for breaks, especially mixers, but I don't think it's the best for like your own personal box to pay like $75, $80 for, because it's normally what it retails for. We have National Treasures, 8 cards there. Normally it's at least 5 autographs. That's what I advertise it as. Sometimes you get 6 or 7. We've had bonus cards in those 2 boxes of Stadium Club Chrome that just came out. We're going to have the Sonic Light box that they've been absolutely great to us personally, and then we're going to have the Allen and Ginter. We will random off the non-sports card, the non-baseball cards. I won't say sports, I was going to say, because there is like Bradley Beal and stuff in here. We'll do the non-sports cards. We'll get random off at the end of the break, like the trees and whatever else. The non-baseball cards. I was going to say, we'll actually start with the Allen and Ginter. Chrome. I didn't make the non-baseball cards a spot because there probably won't be a lot of them, so I don't really know how to value them. Especially if you get like an autographer. I mean, it's really hard because some of them can be really, really like if you hit one of the autographs of a non-baseball guy, they're worth a lot of money, but at the same time, the problem with it is that they're very... could have like maybe 10, 12 cards in the entire break of a break that has, what is it, 8 boxes in the break. That doesn't really make sense to make it a spot for me personally. Because they have to be at least $10 because of shipping, and then again, I've seen people get in like single box breaks that are like for limited football with 32 team random for like $10 a spot, and I'm like, yo, like there's like more than half the break automatically doesn't even get a card. Okay, calm down, Dave. The only guy buying cruises in the group below comps is me. No, just I still can't like. I know they'll never bring it back, but they should be definitely allowed to... You should be allowed to run over the catcher. I mean, the catcher came up the line, like... Everyone's like, you should learn how to slide. I don't think anybody's been in a situation where you're running down the line like that, and the guy's on top of you. Like, you have to remember, Cruz is 6'7", so for him to whip his legs around and try to slide feet first, there's just not enough space. He broke his ankle, not on the slide itself. He broke his ankle banging his ankle off the dude's shin guards. Like, it's like almost like you kick a... It's almost like a UFC fighter that does a leg kick and breaks his ankle off of... He breaks his ankle or his... He breaks his ankle or whatever off of... Well, it depends what's wrong with the ankle. I was going to say, if it's actually like a femur... If it's actually like a tibia or fibula break, it's not that big of a deal. If he broke like a bone in his like actual like his metatarsals, it's going to be problematic long term because those are really hard to heal and they cause a lot of pain. But if it's just a tibia fibula break, it's really not that bad. But yeah, I mean, the catcher completely covered the plate, and Cruz tried to slide around him and banged his legs off of the catcher. It wasn't that he... People kept making it sound like he slid and broke his ankle sliding. We have Brandon Lowe. We're going to have Frank Robinson to start us off here on some color for the Reds. 10 out of 150. I think that's probably what's irritating me the most is it's not that his slide was bad. It's the fact that literally he had nowhere to go. And it just is what it is. The catcher's not allowed to block the plate like that either. He should have been called safe, to be honest. We have a pickle. On the little card here, we have Stroman, Hansen. Have the rookie Bryson Stott. Yu Darvish. Doby, Ryan. We're going to have Murphy on the 11 out of 50. Brian, he's going to be back this year. We have an 11 out of 50. I bet you he's back in probably 8 to 12 weeks. So probably in 2 months, right before the All-Star break. 11 out of 50. On the Morgan Murphy, who's a stand-up comedian. We have Baseball Lexicon on the High Cheese. Murphy, George Springer, Refractor Brownwell. Albert Pujols on the mini card. Bobo Mazeroski inside the park. Nola. Mark McGwire, Fox. Jose Siri for the Rays on the fuchsia. 131 out of 199. Like I said, it just kind of depends what the break is. If it's just a tibia fibula break, he might be back in 6 weeks. If it's an actual ankle, like if it's an actual break in one of his metatarsals, it's more serious. We got Killebrew, Contreras, Thomas, Bobby Witt on the refractor. I mean, yeah, I guess, but like I said, it is what it is. I mean, he's still super young, too. We got Bobby Witt Jr., Horowitz, Sandberg, Mountcastle, and Henderson. Wee West. I was going to say Michelle Wee, but whatever. We're going to have Vladimir Guerrero Jr. on the 16 out of 99. Put him to the side for the Blue Jays. We got Hank Aaron, Crawford, inside the park, Verlander, Joe Mauer, Tomei, Walsh. We have Duke Snider. We have Barrios, Hoskins, Robinson, and McCutchen. Lazardo, Lopez. Going to have Josh Lowe on the rookie card. Bogarts, Arias, Ted Williams. Going to have Brandon Marsh. Honestly, I think it might be better off. I think the Pirates might be better off long term with Cruz getting hurt. Danny Glover, I'll explain in a second. Luis Gil, Sammy Sosa for the Cubs. Bieber, O'Neal Cruz, Pujols. We're going to have Castillo on the 24 out of 25 on the orange. Going to the Pirates and Mason on the mini card. Got Todd Helton. We have Cabrian Hayes. Gavin Sheets, Charlie Sheen. We have Jerry West, Robinson, Stargell, Ripken. Inside the park on the Mesa Verde National Park, Moore, West, Miranda, Seager, and Christian Yelich. Yeah, but he didn't even get. He didn't even get a break. No break in his jaw or anything. You know, he only had 6 stitches, Dave. I'll just say that's all he had. He had to get 6 stitches on his jaw. My man got a jaw of steel. I was gonna say that was all he had to get. The reason why I think they'll be fine is because they have Ji Quan Bay. I think is how you say his name. that'll probably just slide over into shortstop for the Pirates. And I think Bay's a better shortstop overall than Cruz is because I think he's a better defender. And I think Cruz's real position should be the outfield, kind of like Fernando Tatis. Because Cruz is so dang fast with a huge arm. Put Cruz out in the outfield into center field, trade Brian Reynolds, get back some pitching, and voila, your team's a lot better, in my personal opinion. That's kind of what I would do, but unless you can get Brian Reynolds to re-sign. We're in the archives here, and it's going to be a 4 out of 54 Steve Finley going to the Diamondbacks and Aaron Hirschberger. The long time Diamondback Steve Finley. We'll get into Mosaic Choice. Nah, he was from the Texas Rangers. It was, he has a rookie card in 2023. I can't think of his name right now. Alright, so we have Nick Castellanos on the Mojo. Or not the Mojo, this is like the Mosaic Refractor. Yu Darvish on the Refractor. Tyler Glasnow. Juan Soto on the Choice. We have Stephen Kwan on the Photo Variation. Centellion on the Photo Variation. And we have a Matt Manning autograph to the Tigers. Just the base out of Choice. That's going to go to Patrick Seidel. And for the Mets, we have Thomas Szapucki going to Steve Walkstein and the Mets. Man, I can't think of the guy's name now that got hit. But yeah, he only had 6 stitches. That was all. No, like, permanent injury. Nothing super serious. It's kind of wild, if I'm being honest. To the Sonic Light here. Good luck to everybody in this one. Hopefully we can get one of the short prints. Like really box. Who's a giant now? Szapucki? Yeah, Mosaic is definitely pre-trade stuff. Although I don't think they switched the Pucky's jersey in anything in the first place. Even in some of the top stuff that came out after the trade, they didn't switch Soto over for his autographs because they already had the autograph cards signed that were on card in his Nationals jersey. But they'll switch over some of the base, but that's it. Because they do the base stuff. They print off all the autographs earlier than the base. It's just kind of how they do production. That's why there's CJ Abrams. That's why CJ Abrams is a national for a lot of his base cards, but all his autographs are still Padres. Like for Stadium Club, CJ Abrams autographs are Padres, but his base cards are Nationals. We have Cal Raleigh to start us off, Carlos Santana, Randy Arozarena, Eli Morgan, Juan Soto. On the black and white, Sonny Gray, Andrew McCutchen, Kyle Tucker, Vidal Brujan, Ian Happ, Giancarlo Stanton, Brian De La Cruz for the Marlins. On the teal Ray Wave, 140 out of 199. And that's going to Charles Martin. On the Brian De La Cruz. Pete Alonso. Brian Hayes, Zach Thompson. Jose Ramirez and Albert Pujols. Soto is his autographs are Nationals and his base is Padres and Stadium Club as well. We have DeGrom, Cole Calhoun on the refractor, Max Kranick. On the prism, Connor Wong, Joe Adell on the black and white, Zach Thompson. Ryan Zimmerman, Ryan Mountcastle, Trey Amberge, Cody Bellinger, Guerrero Jr., Seth Beer, Kyle Hendricks, Carson Kelly, Ryan Zimmerman. We have Suzuki on the Youth Quake, Yu Darvish, Max Kepler, Drew Ellis, and Jesus Luzardo. Possibly, Dave. I was going to say, it really just depends how well you think it'll grade. We have Josh Lowe, Gavin Sheets, Rillamuto, Adam Frazier, Alek Manoah, Jesse Winker, Max Kranick, Fernando Tatis Jr. on the Youth Quake, Brian De La Cruz, Verdugo, Cole, Albies, Justin Turner, Ryu for the Blue Jays, Jared Kelenic, who's actually having a really good bounce-back year, Yordan Alvarez, Lars Nootbaar, Tyler Gilbert, Max Muncy. At least so far, Kelnic's having a good bounce-back year. I think he's batting over 300. We have Tim Anderson, Matt Olson. We're going to have Vladimir Guerrero Jr. on the refractor, Mike Trout, Trent Grisham, Casey Mize, Zach Pop on the refractor, Byron Buxton, Santellian, Hoy Park, McMahon, and John Means. Definitely not the best Sonic Light box we've seen. It's probably not the worst one we've seen either. I do think Brian De La Cruz is actually a pretty decent player. Let's get into Stadium Club Chrome here. Favorite releases every year. Talked about this in the 2 cases we broke. Yeah, I think the biggest reason why the Pirates aren't stressing about Brian Reynolds, though, is because they're going to move. They're planning on moving O'Neal Cruz to center field in the first place. There's actually been a few kind of crazy position changes in baseball this year. There's been a couple guys from the infield that have gone to the outfield. I mean, I guess he could play right field too, but I don't know why you would have him play right field when he's so damn fast. Covers so much space in center field. We have Carlos Santana, Lance Lynn, Derek Jeter, Beam Team, Joey Votto, Andrew Henne, Max Kepler, Freddie Freeman, Max Fried, Trophy Hunter, Salvador Perez, Joe Ryan, Lowe, Jock Peterson, Palante, Ryu. I have Eugenio Suarez, Yastrzemski, Rizzo, Winder, Cal Raleigh. Have David Wright, Team of the Future, Pete Alonso, Ken Griffey Jr. on the Dynasty. Hans Kraus, Edgar Martinez, Zach Short, TJ Friedel. And Matt Olson, we have an autograph TJ Friedel to the Reds on card, 10 out of 50. One of the Reds and Randy Carpenter. Got George Springer, Marcus Stroman, Mike Trout, Miranda, Luis Robert, Darryl Strawberry, Severino, Gavin Sheets, Buster Posey, Stephen Kwan, Lourdes Gurriel, Craig Kimbrell going to the Dodgers, 27 out of 99, going to Kevin Britton. And the Dodgers on the Craig Kimbrell, we have Sandberg and AJ Alexy. Bryce Harper, Kirilloff, Bobby Witt Jr., Palacios, Hideki Matsui, Tyreek Skubal, Juan Soto, Vlade, Jim Abbott, Tommy Ramiro on the blue, 125 out of 199, going to the Rays, and Austin Fishbach. Chris Taylor, Winker, Carlton, Ty France, O'Neal Cruz on the Beam team, Abreu, Tyler Megill, Harrison Bader, Ryan Howard, Rivera, and Sandy Alcantara. Got Chipper Jones, Freddie Peralta, Josh Bell, Lars Nootbaar, Jarren Duran, Trevor Rogers, Albert Pujols, Jared Walsh, Brian Reynolds, Fortes, Bassett, Buster Posey on the Trophy Hunters, Gehrig, Anthony Rendon, Dontrelle Willis, Messina, J.D. Martinez, McClanahan, Nolan Arenado, Luis Castillo, and Montero. And that is going to be the Stadium Club Chrome first box. Get over to a Mosaic Choice again, and we'll switch back to Stadium Club Chrome, and we'll end with National Treasure. National Treasures, plural. One box, but it's called National Treasures. We got Walker Buehler with the refractor. 1990 Stars, Cal Ripken. I haven't seen one of these cards. I don't know how special that is. We got JT Realmuto, Jake Burger, Zapucki on the variation, De La Cruz on the variation. The first autograph is going to be Tony Centillion. One of the Reds. And Randy Carpenter. Austin Warren for the Angels. Josh King. Oh boy. I don't know if I can argue that logic. I was going to say. He definitely does sign quite a bit, so I don't know if I can argue with you, Brian. I was going to say. You know, he said, "Look, man, I'm on the minimum salary. I wasn't a high. I wasn't paid a lot in my first contract. I didn't get a big bonus. Got to make that autograph. I got to make that autograph money. You know? The Reds might get a little pricey this year with Ashcraft, bro. That dude looks like he's good. I was gonna say. And pitchers are starting to get some love in the hobby, and Ashcraft looks like he's the real deal. So. My pitching for fantasy football, for fantasy baseball has been so bad this week, and I have a team. I have my starting pitchers are DeGrom, Yu Darvish, Corbin Burns. Well, Tony Gonzolin's hurt. There's one other starter I have that's pretty good, but my ERA for the team is like a fucking 6. So, yeah. I got 2 Cy Young winners, and Yu Darvish is probably... I don't know if Yu Darvish should win a Cy Young, right? A guy that's been in Cy Young contention every year. Let's say Gonzolin was in Cy Young contention. Good starters. I said the dudes have been carrying my team have been some shitty fucking closers. The closer for the Diamondbacks, I can't think of his name, and then Kevin Graveman for the White Sox has had pretty good numbers this year, too. But yeah, 6 ERA. No, I don't have Stripling, I was going to say, but man, absolutely just terrible. I mean, I know it's not going to be like that all year, but week 1 got my ass handed to me because of pitching. We got Logan Webb, and pitching was supposed to be my strong suit. Simone Mazziotti, Willie Adames, Tatis Jr., Giolito, Frank Robinson, Kowar, Tim Salmon, Trophy Hunters, DeGrom, Andre Dawson, Rodriguez, McCutchen, Ian Anderson, Connor Joe, Carlton Fisk for the Red Sox going to Sean. 160 out of 199. I know any Red Sox fan is going to appreciate the Carlton Fisk. Big rivalry with Thurman Munson in the 70s and 80s. We have Hendricks, Wander Franco, Ryan McMahon. Have O'Neill Cruz, Polanco, Bob Gibson, Jonathan India, Luke Voigt, Molitor, Cortez, Manoa, Dynasty on the Mookie Betts. We're going to have Acuna Jr., Alec Thomas, Goriel, Cronenworth, Winfield, Otani. We have another TJ Friedl going to the Reds. The Reds eating, but man, 2 boxes and back-to-back Friedls. Into the side, going to Randy. We have Haniger, Teoscar Hernandez, Tucker, Zach Greinke, Moncada, Bryson Stott on the refractor. We have Don Mattingly, Keith Hernandez, Stuart Fairchild, Joe Carter, Beam Team, Miguel Cabrera, Luis Robert, Dylan Cease, and Frank Thomas. We're going to have Jake Myers, Chris Sale, Brian De La Cruz, Francisco Morales, Lowe, Hoy Park, Reed Detmers, Lavastida, Anthony Rizzo, Jackie Robinson, Robin Yount, Correa, Tom Seaver, Ichiro, Trophy Hunters, Vladdy Jr., Miles Straw, Heliot Ramos, Joe Adele, Tom Glavine. Ice skating? I don't think so. We have Sanchez, Gooden, Jose Altuve, Grandal, Nelson Cruz, Nola, Andrew Vaughn, Julio Rodriguez on the team of the future, Jacob deGrom, Otto Lopez, Jose Barrios, Tatis Jr., Larry Walker, Shane Bays, Gabriel Arias on the refractor, Jimenez, and Ernie Banks. Well, I mean, don't shit cows. It's probably not a good idea. Probably not good for your digestive system. Overall, that was probably one of the worst out of the 34 boxes of Stadium Club Chrome we've opened. That was probably one of the worst of the bunch. So I apologize for that. At least the first box had an out of 50 Friedel in it. and the 2 National Treasures. I mean, there's a good chance there could be a Centennial and a TJ Friedel in here. So, guys, I don't think you know this. I actually go to Topps and I pack the cards myself. No, I'm joking. Right now I'm going to need this for the booklet. Put this to the side. All right, first card for the Blue Jays. We're going to have Alejandro Kirk on the Colossal patch, going to be a 4/99. Next up, we're going to have Ty France on the 88/99 going to the Seattle Mariners. Big white jersey patch. So we got Christian Yelich on the 11/25. Going to the Brewers. That's going to Aaron Hirschberger. Next up, we have a 27/99 Kyle Lewis on the Colossal patch autograph going to the Mariners and Josh King. Oh, is this a 180? Did it make like a 150 card? This don't look like a 180. Next up, we got a field pass, Javi Lopez, 17/49. Going to the Braves. Joseph Bryson. If I would have told you we would have pulled a Javi Lopez, I probably would have told you you're lying. Definitely one of the key contributors to the 1990s Braves. Next up, we're going to have a Tim Hudson 2/10 on the National Treasures materials. Also going to the Atlanta Braves and Joseph Bryson. Yeah, the Javi Lopez card is definitely cool. We're going to have an 81/99 Patrick Mazeika. For the Mets, and that's going to Steve Walkstein. We're going to have a 78/99 Shohei Ohtani going to the Angels. And Josh King. It's funny because, you know why it's funny, Brian? Because you are obviously, the stream's delayed by like 10 seconds, right? So You were saying, like, man, they're scraping the bottom of the barrel. Well, I'm picking up a Shohei Ohtani, like, in live time. Like, when you say something like, yep, they're scraping the bottom of the barrel with Shohei Ohtani. I was going to say. Like, obviously, you guys are delayed some, so, like, it makes sense that, like, scraping the bottom of the barrel with Mazika, which I agree he's not the best. We're actually going to get an 83 out of 99 Kevin Kramer for the Pirates on the patch autograph jumbo gear. Those are actually out of 2022. I thought this might have been out of a different year. Going to the Pirates and Mason Myers for the Kevin Kramer. And last but not least, obviously there's a patch in every NT. It's Legendary Materials. Johnny Mize to the St. Louis Cardinals. And Dusty Carter. So the Cardinals hit at the end here on the piece. If it looks like they took a 2x4 and cut it in half, it's probably what he was swinging back in the day. But a 30 out of 49 piece of a bat on the material for the booklet. And going to Dusty. I was going to say, nice hit there. Let's do a quick recap of the hits. Let me scrape up the bottom of the barrel. It's a little heavy, so hold on one second. I will say the mini card hits, I'll get them top load afterwards. I don't have any on the table. We're going to have the out of 25 Castillo and the out of 99 Vlad Guerrero Jr. So you get decent on the mini cards. Getting into the memorabilia or parallels, we have Christian Yelich 11 out of 25 for the Brewers. Ty France 98 out of 99 for the Mariners. Alejandro Kirk on the 4 out of 99 for the Blue Jays. Carlton Fisk got a 199 for the Red Sox. Tommy Ramiro for the Rays. That's going to be out of 199. Craig Kimbrell out of 99 for the Dodgers. In the back row, I was going to say Centillion's an autograph. We have Jose Siri for the Fuchsia 131 out of 199. I actually think Siri's going to be a stud. Like, long term, I actually think he might be their best outfielder. I don't know if he fully surpasses a Rosarena, but he actually looks really, really good when he plays. We have Frank. I don't know what his numbers are this year. We have Frank Robinson for the Reds, 110 out of 150. We have Murphy on the gold, 11 out of 50, and Brian De La Cruz. It's going to be a 140 out of 199 on the Ray Wave teal. Then we're going to have Kevin Kramer out of 99 on the patch autograph to the Pirates. Thomas Apucky to the Mets on the base. Patrick Mazika, 81 out of 99 to the Mets as well. Tim Hudson on the 2 out of 10 with a Javi Lopez field pass out of 49 to the Braves as well. So back-to-back hits for the Braves there. We have Kyle Lewis out of 99 for the Mariners. TJ Friedel times 2. It's going to be the base, and then we're going to have the out of 50 for the Reds, as well as a Santillan, how do you say his name? Good old Tony. We have Austin Warren for the Angels. Matt Manning for the Tigers on the base, out of the Mosaic Choice, going to Patrick Seidel. For the Diamondbacks, we have a 4 out of 54 going to Aaron Hirschberger and the Steve Finley. Then the hit of the break, 78 out of 99, Shohei Ohtani going to the Angels and Josh King. I appreciate everybody. I'll show you the Mize again too, boys. I was going to say, I appreciate everybody getting into the break. Johnny Mize right there for the Cardinals and Dusty. I was going to say, I appreciate everybody getting into the break. You guys have a good night and be safe. There's a football break up. If we fill it, I don't know, before midnight I'll run it, but I doubt it'll fill before midnight. But I'm probably going to do something tomorrow to try to get it filled. Do a little bit extra to see what we can do. As for the baseball break, I'll post another mixer tomorrow. I'll probably take a poll to see if anybody wants to run another case of Bowman's Best. I still got 2 cases left. But I'll post some sort of mixer. I'll probably have 2020 Chrome Jumbo, and it might have a 2019 Chrome Jumbo. Topps Chrome, obviously. And then probably do some smaller stuff like Stadium Club Chrome with it. From 2022. But I appreciate you guys. You guys have a good night. Be safe. I hope everybody had a good Easter with their families and friends. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Tomorrow too, look out for the skunk giveaway. We'll run that tomorrow night as well too. As soon as I can finalize the list, get everybody added to it. I appreciate you guys. See you tomorrow.